Hello and welcome back to Those Who Cope, where we talk about all the fucking MMOs that we're looking forward to and, well, coping about, usually. Today we are focusing on Ashes of Creation because that is a cow we want to milk. It is a great cow and it is very, very plump for our purposes. So, the main thing that we want to discuss in Ashes of Creation today is the corruption system. To briefly go over what the corruption system is, it's basically the equivalent of New World's flagging system in the sense of you perform an action and your status changes depending on what action you took. There are three different states of this corruption system consisting of green, red, and purple. Green is the non-combatant, so they are the ones who are the Care Bears. They would just want to farm and not really engage in PvP or do anything of that kind of caliber. Then you have the purple, who are the combatants. These are people who engage in PvP and have attacked people, other combatants or non-combatants or corrupted, I believe they called it, which is the red state. And well, going on to the red state, that is the point of ultimate corruption, in the sense that you will drop all your items in this state. You will lose out on XP, and also other things if you die. I think it's like your more materials drop that you carry or whatnot. And in general, you're not able to enter cities or do anything until your corruption goes, right? It's Ash's way of kind of accounting for the fact that people are griefers, such as myself, loud and proud. Well, not very proud. I mean, if I'm griefing, the game's probably reached the point where it's become extremely boring, and that's the only way I can get any satisfaction. Um, but of course, griefing is a problem in MMOs, and I can understand why this system has been implemented in order to stop that from occurring, or at least occurring on a harassment cyberbullying level, which is very common in full loot PvP MMOs. Um, but yeah, generally we want to discuss this and its features and its pros and cons, and generally get a good understanding of where we are at with the corruption system, especially in the uh, lead up to Alpha 2, which is going to be very interesting to see that actually in practice. I've been yapping quite a bit now, so I'm going to pass over to Funky. I believe you have some pointers that you would like to bring up about the
Yeah,
corruption
I,
system.
I definitely do. First of them being that you managed to fuck up the corruption system right from the get-go.
Fantastic!
Um,
Yay!
if a non-combatant person attacks a corrupted one, they're still non-combatant. I just want to preface that because it's quite important.
Wait, repeat,
Same goes
repeat that.
if a
Sorry.
non-combatant, so if
Mm,
a green person
green,
attacks a
green.
corrupted
Yes.
or a red person, they are still a non-combatant. There is no change in their
Oh,
status,
oh,
right?
sorry, I fucked that up. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, yeah, I get you.
Yes, indeed you did.
Fantastic. We're off to a great start. Right now, the guy who actually knows about the corruption system can speak. So this is great. This, we will fix
Woohoo.
this.
But yeah, as you said, the three states of corruption, we can go over all of them and which are some, I guess, benefits of those states and well, debuffs. Let's call it that.
I see. Right.
It's up to you guys with which state you want to start first.
Let's start off with well, we'll start from the bottom, right? So the non-combatant state. Like tell us a bit about that and what that entails.
Non-combatant. Okay, so first off, when you spawn into the world, all players are non-combatant, obviously, right?
Makes sense?
Uh, this is a very interesting one. So non-forced attacks, including AoEs and status effects, will not hit non-combatant players, right?
Hmm.
So meaning if you are, I don't know, let's talk let's say Starfall from WoW or something along those lines. If you're in that type of attack, you will not be hit.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is interesting.
I think that's good. No, no, listen, hear me out. Because that you could just be farming something, right? And you could just be, I don't know, for example, harken back to WoW with Frost Mage farming in Classic WoW, right? When you're Blizzard and then Frost Nova, then Blizzard, then Kona Cold, and then Frost Nova, then Blizzard to farm like, I don't know, 20 mobs at once, right? I can see that being a thing based on the mage abilities and how big the fucking AoEs are within the mage abilities, at least as it stands at this point in time. So imagine you're just trying to mob grind, right? And whatnot, power level yourself, whatever, and then someone just stands in it, and then you become purple, like GG.
Okay, good. Now that you led us to this topic of conversation so nicely, let me ask you. Well, not only you, but Flack and Louis also. What happens if you attack a green player with an AoE ability?
Nothing.
Is that you
Don't
didn't
you
tell
see
me
that?
this was a pop quiz?
Yeah. So you should have come
I
prepared.
didn't do my homework.
No. I mean, let's think of it kind of rationally. Okay, you attack someone, you missed your single target spells, and now you have 3 AoEs left.
Skill
What
issue.
now?
Skill issue.
Right?
Fucking skill issue. Get
Um,
better. Fucking click shift better. I don't know what to tell you. You know.
I mean, I just see it as kind of a problem, at least in my opinion. Like, what if you're trying to take 3 non-combatant players at once?
Again, skill issue. Because if they attack, wait, hold on. If you're purple and the green attacks you, they stay green. That's not right, is it?
No.
Okay,
no,
so
not.
so you have 3 guys attacking you. They turn purple, no?
Well, they don't have to attack you.
In what sense?
What if they just run away?
Well, what do you mean run away? In terms of? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting fucking confused. My fucking Papega. I have a Papega moment. Okay, so if they use AoEs, does it hit you?
No. If you use AoEs.
Yeah, if you use AoEs, it doesn't hit
let's
them.
say, yes, exactly.
So
let's say you're a corrupted player.
Okay, you're corrupted now. Okay, yeah.
And you have blood in your eyes, you're Baroga, and you want to kill 3 non-combatant players at once.
Murder.
They're
Yeah,
just
I get
around
it.
in a circle farming.
Yeah.
And you use all 3 of your AoE abilities, and nothing happens.
Well, don't use your AoE abilities. Dumbo. Can you? If they hit back, right? They turn purple, and if they run away, they stay green. Well, if they run away, then
depending on your state.
Depending on your state, of course. Like if let's say you were purple, right, and like
Yes.
that's the majority of where we're gonna be, right? Like more often than not. Like,
Yeah, you get the most benefits with being purple, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see that as a problem. Honestly, you attempted to kill some Care Bears, and the Care Bears ran away. Like, what a shame. You could still single target them, right?
No, yeah, true. But I just have a problem with that AoE thing. What if a debuff is AoE and you cannot apply the debuff? Right.
Well, no. Well, if they're running, this is the thing, right? If they fight back, then you're free to use whatever you want to use. But on the end gauge, you're kind of just baiting them. It's kind of like just poking in League, you know? You're just baiting them. Like, come out. I don't have a jungle. No, come out. You know what I mean? It's kind of the situation. It's fair.
Well,
I think it's fair. I'll be honest. I think that's entirely fair. They have the opportunity to not get griefed and run away. And we get the opportunity to bait some Care Bears. You know, like.
Can I ask? Can I try and put this so my little brain can handle this a second?
go for
So I'm purple.
Yes.
I've killed a few people, but you know, I'm not a complete guy. I'm not him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just chilling as a combatant or whatever. That's my state, right?
Right.
Then I'm like, right, I need to go fucking farm some fucking mobs for whatever reason.
Okay.
Are you saying to me that if I am doing a fucking, I'm just gonna use like any AoE ability, and Lam, who is green or whatever, just comes fucking dawdling past, and I hit him by accident? Does that then make me red?
No,
it doesn't.
Okay.
No, it won't hit me at all because I'm just
It
there.
won't hit him at all. That's the whole topic of the conversation, right?
Right.
Also, even if you hit it someone as a non-combatant, it won't apply. It won't make you corrupted. You need
No,
to
no, no.
kill it.
You have to kill them.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
You have to kill them.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
Hang
knew
on.
that. I knew you had to finish the kill to change.
exactly. This is the problem that I have with the current system, right? You as a
Wait,
combatant
wait,
player.
wait, wait. No, that's not true. That's wait. You mean corrupted? If you attack corrupted as a green,
No. If you're a combatant,
nah.
we're
'Cause
talking about combatant.
it says it's.
Right.
I got the image. I got the image. I bring
I have
resources.
the image as well.
I have the image right in front of me as well.
Like non-combatant
Combatant,
attacks combatant
kills-
becomes combatant.
What?
Non-combatant
I'm on
attacks.
about.
Oh wait.
We're on about the middle one.
Oh
Yeah,
hang on.
we're
Middle
about
one.
combatant.
Kills,
Lamsey,
kills.
you're-
Oh well, there we go then. I'm just Papega. Let's
yeah,
go
as per usual.
as per usual. Right. So combatant. I'm on. I'm on the page now. Where we go?
So this is what I'm saying. As a combatant, even if you attack someone accidentally with AOE, it wouldn't turn you purple. There would be no real disadvantage to it, right? You're just kind of nerfing player-to-player combat for hunting Care Bears, in a way. That's at least how I see it.
I mean, if I just don't attack them. I guess. Like
No, but I want to attack them.
sure, attack them. Yeah, we will be. I mean, we're gonna be red
But
a
I want
lot.
to attack them with an AOE, right? You see?
Yeah, I
Cool.
know. Bro, you would just want an extra advantage to your griefing. That is
Yeah, exactly.
literally
Oh,
it. No,
yes,
what do you
yes.
mean? Yes. Yeah. Okay. You admitted it. You admitted.
I
Right?
think Flack will be on my side when it
No,
comes
no,
to
no.
this
I
one.
am on everyone's side here. I agree because I would love to grief efficiently, right? But
Yeah.
I think that in the purpose of having the game somewhat populated, right? Somewhat actually appealing to a certain audience in terms of story, lore, whatever the fuck Care Bear's like, right?
Filthy casuals.
And being able to enjoy that without having us dog on them, right?
The
Okay.
dickheads.
I think that is good, right? It needs to be a deterrent. Otherwise, you will have an Albion, right? You just have
Okay.
3D Albion, okay? And
Let's
I love
say-
Albion to pieces, but I do not want Ashes to be Albion. I want Ashes to be somewhat appealing to a large majority because it keeps the game healthy, it keeps the game alive, and it keeps the content coming, right?
Okay, I think I just baited you in even more.
Uh,
What do you think about what do you think about this one?
Right.
Player abilities with CC effects do not apply to non-combatant players.
Right. Okay. Now you've 100% trapped me because
Eh?
how the fuck am I supposed to engage without stuns or CC?
Yeah, that's what I. Do you mean like? What? So
Yeah,
Funky's green, I'm purple or whatever.
you cannot
I'm
stun
like,
my ass. I don't
see
give a
little
shit.
Funky,
Haha.
I see little Funky. I'm like, you're my bitch now, and I'm like, but I can't CC. I can't stun lock. I
You
can't do
cannot
anything
CC,
to
you cannot
trap
slow,
her.
you cannot give a debuff to me, you cannot do shit.
So I have to like hit you with a fucking light attack or whatever. You have to fight back, and then it's
Yeah.
whoever hits the CC first fucking wins.
Yeah.
It
If I
is.
do not
That's
fight back, you can never CC me.
Wait, can non-combatants CC?
Yes.
So they can.
And surely if he CCs me, then
If
he's
he
now
CCs
he's
you, then it's fair
engaged, so he
game.
can actually
In-
fight at
yeah.
least. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more than confident. I mean, I'm saying this like the game's fucking out. I'm more than confident in my ability to PvP someone in any game, but if the majority of MMOs PvP and being able to do like significant and effective burst damage in a PvP environment comes from CCs and stun locks. So if I can't get the edge on that and get ahead of them, then you're kind of like taking away the PvP. No, you're not taking it away, but do you know what I mean? Am I making
Yeah,
any
you're
sense?
making it more difficult. Also,
Yeah.
let's
Words.
this is without taking into consideration the 25% health bars. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like
This is without that completely. You're just talking about which abilities you can use and which abilities you cannot use. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if you guys. Well, I know that Lamsey is familiar with
Very.
it because we talked in depth about it. But in Ashes of Creation, HP will be perceived differently. You will not be able to see a flat amount of HP, and you will not be able to see a flat percentage of HP. You will see quadrants, right? You're either on between 0 and 25% HP, at 25 and 50% HP, 50, 75% HP, or 75 and 100% HP. And that's what you will be able to see.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Hang on.
Unless the
So
person is in your party or in your raid group, then you can see their full HP.
yeah,
then
that's fair.
because
That's fair. But like, okay, let's go back to me and Funky fighting. We're now on a.
Okay.
We're on a beach, okay? Because let's set the scene.
Sure.
You and me are having a duel to the death on the beach, right? I can see your little fucking. What did you say they were called? Quadrants, blocks, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So, does it only move when you enter the next section? So, for example, while I'm attacking you, if you are on 76% health, I still see a full 4 blocks.
Yeah.
Then
Exactly.
when it gets to 75, then it'll change. But
Yep.
for that entire 24% of damage I'm doing to you, I see no difference in your health bar.
Yep. Exactly.
Eh? Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's boggling, isn't it? Like,
It just makes it just
to be
it's
honest,
just annoying because you can't strategize effectively. Like I'm thinking like when you get someone down to like the final block,
then you'll be
knowing if
doing
they're on
CCs and stuff.
10%, yeah, knowing if they're on 10%, you know you can go for a burst. Obviously depending on how much damage and cooldowns you've got available, do you know what I mean? But Punky could be on fucking 1% for all I know. But I'm seeing 25%, and I'm backing off because I'm thinking, oh, I don't know what to do. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to
Absolutely.
make it a bit
Exactly.
awkward to work out what to do in a fight. If
And-
that makes sense.
And
I
that's.
have
Oh, sorry. Just
I have a question.
No, go on,
Do
go on.
you want
No,
to
no,
go
go.
first? Okay. I have a question for Flack about this one specifically because I know that he's planning on playing a rogue. How do you perceive the HP thingy, considering that rogue will probably have some kind of a finishing move or something along the lines, right?
Well, I don't see anything. Well, in any case, I don't see it adding anything. The fact that they do it in quadrants, like, why the fuck would you want that? But if they do it like that, then I would imagine that they would work with that fact, right? So they would have an execute that works on 25%. So you see it drop down to the last bar, you can use your move, right? So I would hope they would implement that. Otherwise, it would just be very retarded and would be impossible to play.
Like,
Yeah, because
Right, yeah.
surely the skills have now got to be based off when a player is in their final quadrant.
yeah, that's exactly
yeah.
what I was gonna say as well. And that segues perfectly into that point of that the game design of abilities and whatnot will have to be around that. So you'll have to, because there'll be no other way of actually knowing when you can execute and whatnot. You're limited to a certain percentage or a certain area, and it also simplifies the PvP immensely, right? It's no longer, oh, are they at 25%? What is the percentage showing me? Like on WoW, for example, you can have percentage showing so you can see
Yeah, yeah.
when you're at that point, right? For this
Mhm.
one,
Yeah,
it's like you just know instantly because the abilities will have to be adjusted to that mechanic in particular. So you're simplifying the PvP because as soon as you hit 25%, you're spamming that ability. You know, you're just gonna fucking click on it until it pops off. You're gonna use your finishing move or whatever. And also if
they
you
didn't
have
this in the alpha.
I don't
No,
know. I don't
this is
know.
a new change.
Oh, is it a new change? Oh, right.
Yeah, this
It
is
wasn't in the one I.
quite new.
I'm pretty confident it wasn't in the one I played.
Okay.
No, this was revealed on the last Caravan stream, so a few months back. No one had.
Was
a
this
clue
what you
about
were like
this, so
really passionate about after the when it ended?
Yeah. This
Okay.
that was
Yeah,
when I
he
was
went on a
calling
rant.
Steven out on every
Yeah,
single
I
fucking
remember the
platform
rant,
and
but
telling me this is a dumb cunt.
I think after watching Steven and Margaret like half-ass flirt for 3 hours, on my brain had kind of switched off at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
Oh, sorry, I was drinking.
go on.
No, I was fucking furious about that one because it makes no sense. They're always talking about oh, risk reward this, oh, risk reward that, and then they do not give you enough information and things to calculate risk versus the reward in majority of cases.
Yeah,
Like,
it's and then they go and make a change like this, right? And I think that I can understand where they're coming from with the change in terms of griefing, right? But you already have the corruption system, which we just discussed right now. There's no way in which we can grief, right? I can't engage on CCs, I can't use AoEs, I can't use XYZ when I'm trying to grief them, right? You've already solved the problem. So this doesn't really need to be implemented, and it just limits the ways in which you can make abilities, make new abilities. It really fundamentally changes the PvP in general. Especially if you have an ability that works, like I don't know, if the enemy is 75% extra health, the poison damage does the X amount. You're literally removing that kind of thing. Well,
yeah,
or
I'm
at
moving
least
that interaction completely.
exactly, or you're simplifying it to the point where it becomes fucking boring because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
they're on 100% health or 75% health. I should use venom, and I should keep my venom up until they're 50% health, and then I don't use that ability anymore. You know,
Mhm.
you limit things a lot, and I
You
don't
limit
think it's
either
healthy.
you limit things or you do not give enough information for the right abilities to be used.
Exactly. So
Like it either becomes RNG. Well, I guess kind of an RNG, right? Because there you will probably get some knowledge and some general idea on how much HP a person is after playing for a very long time and after dueling quite a lot, right?
yeah,
But before that, it's just a guessing game, nothing else.
yeah, of course. Until you have that experience of actually facing players at the same, level, and they're like, actually got gear and all that kind of shit. And then you can like gauge from there, right? You see a bruiser with the same weapon, and you're like, okay, so this guy's probably got X amount of health, based on what you've experienced before.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
And then it just does become a guessing game. Um, I don't think it'll be well. What's the good thing is that it's going to be an Alpha 2, right? I think Mr. Sharif
Yeah.
confirmed that, so we will actually see that in um
In action,
practice.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly, in practice, and it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna be just a dead world. It's gonna be more of a go in a dungeon with 20 man, clear that, come out and chop some trees down,
Mm,
escort a caravan for 2 hours, and no one's gonna attack you because you're all green, so we can't CC, can't engage. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it pans out because they do have over 100k keys, so they can definitely simulate an actual environment. In terms of player base of an MMO that should work. That's the plan, right? So
yeah, yeah.
I am really looking forward to seeing how that comes
I
out in
mean,
practice.
Alpha 2 is supposed to be basically a full-on game that, well, I wouldn't say a full-on game, but a game that is out just with a smaller player base and less systems.
It's essentially like an early access on Steam, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
Like I
Very,
know they
very
keep
correct.
saying it's in development, but let's be honest, this game's been in development for fucking 10 years. How much more development does it need? Like this isn't
Actually,
this
7.
well, yes, I get yes, obviously, yes, I know there's
Nah, I'm
pointers to
joking,
be
I'm joking.
made. But no, but a lot of the stuff we can, is fixed from an alpha if they do change it. It's not like we're asking them to create a whole new game.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? And the I think Alpha 2 is I know a lot of people are there's two sides to it. It's those that really want Alpha 2 to basically be the final game, and there's others that
Yeah.
really don't want Alpha 2 to be the final game. And it's finding that balance of what people want. But you're
Yeah.
definitely
To
right.
be
They can
honest, I don't think there
simulate it
will
very
only.
easily to be a case of, well, 100,000 people, you stick us all on a couple servers. Do you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be busy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you could just gauge the systems based on how they
Yeah.
work currently, and yeah, work on them. Absolutely, that's the beauty of Ashes, isn't it? And I feel like
Yeah.
you're right in terms of like how long does this fucking take to develop these things. I also like 3 years ago would have said the exact same thing. But I feel like recently, I don't know which fucking stream it was, but Steven was saying about how he was at 200 developers or some shit, or 200 staff at the very least. So
Mhm.
his Intrepid have grown immensely since the Kickstarter, like literally from
Yeah.
the ground up. Like they're a business that started from the ground up. So I can give them a little bit of leeway, especially in terms of their being transparent and whatnot, and the fact that once Alpha 2 comes out, that's it, right? It's concurrent. Like it will be wiped
Yeah.
several times, but it will be fully available and fully playable. So it's like it it will create. I think that if we give it time, it will create something that's beautiful, and we just need to give it a little moment to cook.
It's capped though, isn't it? The level at Alpha 2.
I have
Ooh, I'm not
no
sure.
idea. I have
It's
no
capped
idea.
at
I'm not
25
sure.
or 30.
Yeah, they'll probably well, it is concurrent after all, so they'll probably raise it eventually.
Yeah.
Once
Oh
they
yeah,
have more
yeah.
content and whatnot. So and again that kind of allows it allows for exploration and mystery to stay within the game as well if they kind of cap it like and keep them like
Well,
show you
depends how much they add by the time the game is out.
yeah, exactly. Like they could keep level 30 cap for the whole of Alpha 2, but start showing level 30 areas in different biomes and all kinds of shit. So you're still not showing the end game content while also whetting the appetites of people who actually want to see what the game is and what they got, right? And that is another thing as well is what they actually got, because what they've shown is more of a theater. It's more of a play area, you know? So
Mm.
we'll have to definitely see if they've optimized it enough and whatnot, and the performance itself is a crucial element to it as well. So
No, I think that they got themselves in a pickle though. Um, and hear me about a bit. Hear me out about this one.
yeah,
So they have both sides of the coin, right? They have extremely hardcore players and they have extremely social Care Bear type of players, right? And each ones are pushing and pulling in their own way and in their own direction. Hardcore players obviously want to learn as much as possible during this alpha, and they will be pushing uh, for them to reveal all content and abilities and levels and things that the game is hiding, so on and so forth. While on the other hand, you have the PvE care bearandis that want to explore and keep the world hidden uh, for release, right? And I think that it will be quite hard for them to find a balance while still satisfying both communities, right?
that is a problem with like just any MMO in general, right? It's finding that balance between well, I say PvE and PvP, like hardcore and casual. It doesn't matter what kind of content. You have casual PvPers as well as casual PvEers and vice versa,
Yes, but they introduced a new problem though.
right?
They introduced a problem where you have a uh, you have a persistent game that isn't fully released, right? You have something that, well, if you have alpha, you can always log on to and explore and try out. For example, let's take Throne Liberty or whatever the fuck should release. It's usually a 1 week test. There's a limited amount of hours that you can put in during 1 week.
Of course, yeah, and we will
Well,
not
you
know
can put
everything.
thousands of hours in during the 2 months of, 2 to 3 years, if not more, of alpha.
Right. So what you're saying is that they if they limit the content, right, they will have a huge problem in terms of people, well, player engagement in general, um,
Yeah,
and whatnot, and people staying interested, and the hype train kind of chugging along,
yeah.
kind of grinds to a halt. I think that will happen. I think that will happen naturally. Like the game will be known, like it will be tested and see where it's at the moment, and GG's. Like that's the whole point of an alpha, right? Even if it's running concurrently, you can't have it as your main game because it's not fucking ready yet. You know, if
I think
people,
some people will run it as a main game. I mean, we know a few of them, to say the least.
I mean, fair enough. There are people that have it as their primary game, right? But that's where the skill issue comes, because
Yeah.
it's like don't do that. Adjust your perspective on unfinished games because they're not released yet and they're not fully cooked. And if you're banking on just playing that as your primary when it's not even finished yet, then what do you expect? You're gonna run out of content. You're gonna run out of things to do. Um, I know as well as anyone what it's like on a dead game. Um, so yeah, it's just don't do that. I don't have any other way of really wording it. I guess I guess it's also a thing where, you know, people paid a lot of money. I can understand that. People have invested thousands of pounds, let alone just getting an alpha key for 200. There are people that kickstarted and got Phoenix Initiate, for example,
Yeah.
through thousands and thousands of doubloons. So I can understand those kind of people wanting more, and they may feel like they deserve it, like entitled to it. And it's like donating to a streamer and expecting him to speak to you or expecting him to be your friend, right? It's the same kind of parasocial problem. And that can only be solved with introspection. Okay? Um there's no other way of really wording that. Uh but yeah, I do think that people will be very disappointed, and that's inevitable. But I don't think that destroys the opportunity of Ashes being great, right? Because of
True,
course
fair,
it's in
fair enough.
development and whatnot. And
Uh,
you know, we have faith in Steven. As much as we joke on him and dog on him, he is trying his best, right? And I can see it in his eyes. He's in pain, and I hope he's I hope he's okay. I hope the community isn't ragging on him completely.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Do we move on back to topic and discuss the non-combatant state?
30 minutes down the line, we've completed the
Wait,
non-combatant one.
combatant it was, right?
No,
Not non-combatant.
Yeah, we did non-combatant first, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, let's get into combatant.
Oh boy, do you have anything written for this? Does anyone know anything?
Hey, look at the wiki.
Mm,
Look. See.
ba-ba-da.
Wait, where's
Quick
the
question about it actually.
actually
Can
tells
you
me.
switch to combatant at any point? Like whenever you want?
If you attack someone?
Not
I think
really.
so.
Yeah, if you attack someone, but it's not flip of a switch type of thing.
So you can't just turn PvP off.
Yes, you
can.
cannot.
Or you cannot.
You cannot.
You
But then
cannot.
how
No.
do you turn it on? Or
You
like
cannot
you have
now,
to
or
attack
you can
someone,
now?
that's it.
Yeah, I mean the PvP is on all the time in the world, right?
That's what I was like getting worried for a second there. I thought, no, come on, surely this is they promised us a PvP game. Don't tell me you can turn
Yeah,
PvP
it
off.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, combatant right now is the best place to be, right? When you die, you lose the least amount of experience, you lose the least amount of resources, you get the least amount of debuffs, so on and so forth. Like combatant is the place to stay, always, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And if you see
Uh,
another purple, you just dog them. Like you just on site, you know.
Maybe I just
More or
don't
less.
understand enough.
no, you don't do that. You do that
No?
if you see another red. Wait, actually, you're
No,
right.
no. Kills, no change. See?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you just dog
you're
on
right.
purples. Purples dog on purples, like just
Yeah.
basically.
So that's what everyone's going to be aiming for, ideally, anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ideally, if you're
Basically.
PvP focused and you're actually a PvPer, then absolutely you'll be saying permanent purple or going into red if you're just a bit of a.
If you're
Yeah.
Well,
him.
you'll be going into red if you're wearing a spare gear set, right?
I
And
mean,
if you really do not care.
nah. See, I also thought the same, but you told me something that changed my mind on that, and that's the fuck. What is it?
Death
The
penalty,
XP.
12% XP. Yeah.
XP, yeah, like 12% XP on death. Like, damn, that's pretty big. Like, can you D level? I don't know if that's in here. I don't think you can
Right?
D
I
level.
don't
They
think they
usually
had.
don't. They usually don't make D-levels because it complicates things a lot.
It does. As long as they don't have D levels, then that's not a problem, right? You will go in with a set, and I don't know.
So you've-
I guess so, but will you? Okay, the question is, what did they say? 40, 45 days leveling period for someone playing 4 hours. So
4 hours a
it will
day,
take.
so 20 days for us, right?
Yeah, around there.
I was playing 2
Will you
weeks.
go without PvP without going into red for 20 days?
I think we can do that. I think we can pull that off, right? You just
Bro,
don't.
that would be a challenge for me. I swear to God.
well, it's saying
then-
here when you're saying there, it's like it has to be a forced attack. If you hover over where it says purple, in the first line it says force attack. So it should be a lot easier to not actually kill the non-combatants.
Yeah. I mean, that's why the AOE removal and all of things like that.
But if I've got to
Exist.
do this, if I've got to do these extra steps,
Oh, what?
so
I
have
see.
so I have to intentionally press fucking Control F or Alt or whatever the fuck it says to attack someone. So it's basically saying you have to make the choice. You can't accidentally attack them. You've got to attack them, right?
Yeah, you
Fine.
could. Yeah.
This is my choice to attack them. I'm holding Control F. Why can't I fucking see?
Why can't I see? Why can't I see?
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
them. That's fucking amazing, isn't it?
That's the
yeah,
hill
yeah,
I'm
that's
Bit
gonna
of a
fucking
die
coin
on.
amazing.
cost.
This does say that you can. So if I'm green, someone else is green, I could just at any point I can switch and attack them, right?
And then you become purple.
Yeah. And then the
But
system
if
makes
they are
it so
green,
that
you
I
still cannot CC them.
yeah. So then it would always be more beneficial to get attacked first and then attack back, because then you can CC them and do your full thing, and they cannot really harm
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Then what they need to do is make it so non-combatants can't CC, and then you're sorted, really.
But there's no reason to walk around in purple then either. Like you just switch to purple whenever the fuck you want. There's no.
No,
No, you can't.
there is a reason to walk in purple. You lose. Let's say you're out gathering or questing or whatever. Upon death, you lose less experience, and that's not only from PvP. That's from PvE. That's from everything, right? Also, you lose less essence or however the fuck they call it. I don't know, ectoplasm or some shit like that. There's a name for it. I don't know it. But you lose less of that, and you lose less resources from your bags.
But if it's okay, well, but how? And is there any way to switch without attacking? Because it says Control F
Unsure.
and then attack someone.
Unsure, but I do not think that there is.
No, I think
I
it's
I would
based
just.
on.
There has to be really, right? Otherwise, I could just not do fuck all, walk around to green, and whenever I'm about to die, just quickly Control F, boom, attack some fucking loser next to me. Done.
Yeah, but what if there's no one next to you?
Well, then I can. But if there's no way to switch to purple anyway, then I don't see. Like, then I have to fight someone first. I assume it will be like New World, right? So you can just flag, kinda.
Maybe
Or
they'll add
or
that.
you can just attack some green player, like instead. That's kind of what it
Yeah,
seems like to
or
me.
that.
And then I hope there's benefits to being in purple besides just losing less, because just don't die, loser.
No, there's no real benefits on being purple, like apart from losing less.
Dislike that kinda. I would say they have to make like a 5% XP boost to it or something, like New World that adds it. Like then there's a reason to walk around in purple, especially if the leveling up takes so long. That's a really good buff. It's something you want.
Yeah,
Like I would
Yeah.
just if the PV is not challenging, which is usually isn't that bad, except for maybe in dungeons or something, then why the fuck would I be walking around in purple? It would just slow me down.
It would.
I have a slight question.
Yeah.
So it says non-combatant attacks non-combatants become purple. Yep. So
okay.
I see Funky again. We're back on the beach. I attack you. I become purple. All
Yeah.
right. I become purple during that instance of you and me dueling, fighting, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Does that then though? Do I have to become a combatant and then go fight Lamsey or Flack, for example, who are also green, to then become a corrupted? Or if I kill you while you're trying to run away from me in that first battle I'm having, does that then automatically make me corrupted straight away?
First battle,
Probably-
if you manage to kill me and I do not attack.
So I would go straight from green to red basically in that instance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I didn't know if it was like the first one was just kind of like a that was making you purple and you had to do another fight to become red, but okay.
Nope. It's all the same stacking tree, stacking debuff type of thing.
Right. So if I attack you, as soon as I attack, I'm purple. But if I kill you and you never attack me back in any way, shape, or form, I'm going straight to red.
Exactly. Yes. But it won't be a permanent red. It will be a red, like, oh, I have to do 3 quests and then I'm back to purple type of thing. Or oh, I have to wait and get some XP and wander around the world for I don't know, hour and a half, and I'm back to purple, right?
And then if I
the
keep
red
going
debuffs-
around and killing Greens,
that's
the
the
corruption
thing.
just keeps getting worse and worse until I
Not
can't
just
do fuck all.
greens. Even if you attack combatant players, it keeps getting worse and worse and worse if you're a corrupted player.
No.
Yes.
Corrupted kills combatant, no change.
Okay. Yes. Oh. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, my bad then. Because
It's
I was
only
thinking
if you
there's an
go around
increase.
killing all the PvE little
Right.
furries.
Jesus Christ, right. Then you're indeed correct. But yeah. That's the thing, that stacking debuff, it gets fucking gnarly, because at the end of the day you can lose up to 12% experience. Respawn locations in the vicinity of their deaths, considering how big the map is, that's you can be walking for 20 minutes straight back to your body. Durability loss, chance of gear dropping, yada 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 yada. Let's not even talk about stacking debuffs and loss of attack damage and damage mitigations. Right, slowly the more, I guess, the more red you are, the more corrupted you are, the more durability you take, the less damage you deal, and the more damage you take, right? So there will be a point, if you're crazy enough, where basically one attack kills you, right? Or you cannot deal any damage.
Yeah,
Right.
I've got the page up for the death penalties. Gnarly, dude.
Yeah,
It is gnarly. This is a big page. This is a big
yeah, it
page.
is. That's what I was talking to you, like, before stream, like, covering just corruption. It's very intricate, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We could definitely save the
There
combat
kind of
passes
isn't
for
there
another
there
day.
isn't a right answer on where to be on the scale, but there's definitely a wrong answer. Like, if you want to be corrupted, you're just wrong. Like, you really don't want to do that.
You really don't
There's
want to
no
do
other
that.
way around it.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be honest, the way it seems to me, right, is that corruption gameplay, right, is just end game. Like when you've got everything and you've got a lot of money to
You just want to
waste,
piss about and
you just want
piss
to piss
people off.
about, and yeah, you want to piss about, and you want to piss people
yeah.
off. That's when you get the corruption guilds. Yeah, that's
Or
like
you want to target a specific guild or whatever and make their members miserable, right?
exactly. I think that
We would
kind
never
of
be
Which
that
we
petty, would we?
definitely won't be doing, right?
We would never be that
surely.
petty.
No. We have
We would never.
very good relations with every guild, and we love everyone. Surely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Right. Glad we got that consensus. Cool. What's the next on the list for the corruption system?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Pick a topic.
Fuck.
There's a lot.
Okay, spitball them. Go on.
I don't know. What I mean?
What's that skill and stat dampening bit? What's that mean? I know it's only a small part, but what is it saying?
Oh no, like this is saying, you know how Funky was saying about your stats. Wait, did he say about stat dampening? I'm pretty sure like
Yeah.
get reduced damage and shit.
Reduced damage and reduced, I
yes.
guess, increased damage taken, basically.
Yeah, and I believe reduction of health and mana. So if you have less health and less mana, you're just less powerful, basically. More or less, if
They
you
just nerf you.
yeah, or it's when you gain corruption as well. You just get nerfed. You get nerfed and you die.
Yeah.
So
You
are you
basically get nerfed until you die.
So players accrue skill and stat dampening on death at twice the rate of combatants. So if you're green, so like right, so this is what you were saying before, how with purple you lose the least basically
Mhm.
when you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's why I said you kind of want to be in the purple. I mean, there's not the right answer. Again,
I mean,
it's
I'll
just-
probably be in purple majority of the time anyway, because I want to. To me, purple just seems to me that purple is PvP on basically.
More or less.
So
PvP
that's
on
what I'm
and
gonna
actually
want.
kind of balanced, right? It's not
Yeah.
like you're sacrificing your life savings in order to PvP for a bit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think it works.
Oh, another thing. Bounty hunters.
Oh
Not
shit!
sure if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
not
yeah,
sure if you
yeah, yeah.
guys read about those.
I did. I
I
did.
assumed it
or if
just
you
meant
guys
there'll be like bounty quests in like the town board things. I assume.
um
I don't know.
kind of in a way. Long story short of it is that I think actually see this is interesting. I'm not sure if anyone in our guild will be a bounty hunter. It
Um,
seems to be quite an interesting profession, but we could be on the other spectrum.
Wait, is it an actual profession?
yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of.
but
Oh,
like in the
profession, right?
same
Okay,
thing as
sorry.
life skilling and stuff.
No, not in that type. No.
It's
Okay, so something everyone can do, really, right?
it's something
Yeah.
that you can do if
Well,
you're a citizen in the military, right? Yeah, available to
yes.
citizens in military stage 4 node. So it's a
Ah.
particular activity that's unique to a node. Um,
Right.
basically, wait, Funky, did you tell them about pathfinding and all that kind of shit?
No, I didn't go into pathfinding.
Right, just to give an idea of what this would be like, right? You would go to a quest board, you grab, I don't know, there's a warrant out for this corrupted player who's an actual player, who's killed loads of people, and you get like 200 gold if you fucking kill them, right? So you accept quest, and you have an ability, right, that allows you to have them pinned on the map, so you're able to find them and kill them. You know,
Mhm.
it's kind of it sounds very interesting, right? But it all depends on how many people are going to be corrupted in the first place, right? So you might just want to do bounty hunting, but there's no fucking people that want to go corrupted because of the effects that you have when you fucking are corrupted. So it kind of becomes useless if no one was corrupted, right? It's a great
Yeah.
thing. Like it's a further deterrent to becoming corrupted, right? There just seems to be stacking deterrents for
Well,
doing that.
depends. Depends how you take a look at it.
Mm.
Because if you killed how do you call it, a bounty hunter as a corrupted player, you gain some rewards and you do not gain corruption.
Mm. Might be in that aspect. It might be quite fun.
Like it can be an actual benefit if you're good enough and if you can bait them in the rest of your guild or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah, I can see I can see how it can be semi lucrative, but if there's no one going corrupted, there's no one to kill.
Yeah, true, definitely.
True.
That's the main issue that's with this. It's a great system, but they need some kind of I don't know reward, like some kind of reward. I mean, I guess you get the reward of killing a green, right? But when you kill a green, you only get materials, right? So there's no point. Um,
Yeah.
there's no point. You get no loot.
Well, greens do drop most materials, right?
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
drop
yeah, yeah,
60% it was, I think.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
See,
That's a good
this is
point.
another thing that is not mentioned in the wiki. The exact percentage, it doesn't say on the wiki, but I think I remember around that it was 60 to 70%.
I guess
As Steven said.
they can balance it out, right? They can definitely
Yeah.
work with some numbers and work with some percentages and work that
Mhm.
out. I think the system itself is a very good one. It just needs fine tuning in certain areas, and I do think that come Alpha 2, it's just gonna be combatants. Like there'll be no I don't think there will be any corrupted players. Did they have the corruption system in Alpha 1?
Mm. Louis, did anyone play?
Louis.
I don't think so.
No?
I guess that's why there's so much
I don't know.
mystery
It was
around it.
weird because you could. There was only certain times that they would actually let you PvP.
Oh,
Like when
I
when
see.
I very logged into the Alpha 1, I don't think PvP was actually turned on. I don't think.
Right.
From what I remember.
I
I
see.
remember reading a very fucking long message saying how this isn't a fucking test
PvP
to
alpha.
show off or whatever. This is a real test. This is a blah blah blah. I was like, oh my god, just let me play the fucking game. That's the worst part. Is that's what I remember from the alpha. It was that long ago. That was nearly 3 years ago now. It was like August
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I was so young and full of hope then as well. But yeah, I don't. To my knowledge, from what I remember, I don't think there was a corruption system.
Okay. That's
Okay.
I do know that ones were OP. I remember that clearly.
Yeah, ones were fucking amazing.
We'll see.
Everyone's just
I mean,
rolling without
Kamehameha
one.
build.
Yeah,
skill,
they
sorry.
don't even fucking use skills majority of them. They just use basic attacks because it was that fucking broken.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fucking amazing. It was so fun.
That does sound quite fun, to be honest. Shame we missed out.
It's the one game I'm thinking now where I'll probably go like more of a mage style than I would like a fighter or archer style, just because of how much fun I had in the alpha being a mage.
I mean,
I mean,
the way that they're building abilities and the way that they're fucking showing the mage, I do not blame you because,
I
like, you
still
get.
haven't watched. I
Really?
still haven't watched the fighter one, to be honest. I normally would go fighter in most games.
ooh, you
Oh, it's
have
good.
to.
You have to watch it. It's
You
good.
have
It's
to.
I've got
good.
I
it
think I
pinned
think it's
on
better than
YouTube, I just
Ranger
haven't watched it yet.
personally.
I mean, yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you? You fucking ooga brain, fucking 200
What would you
swords
mean?
swinging
It looked
motherfucker.
better than Ranger. Come on.
Nah,
The
Ranger did
dex-
a backflip and fucking AoE'd below him. You
I
cannot
do
top
remember
that.
the ranger being really sick. To be
Brother,
fair.
this
Yeah.
motherfucker can fucking Goku run up mountains. What are you talking
That's
about?
brilliant, but we have heroic leap and WoW already. You know, it's nothing a crazy special.
I'm sorry, my apologies. How dare I insult my dear WoW player?
No,
Jesus Christ.
bro, I'm not defending WoW. You very well know my opinion when it comes to WoW. Okay, I'm just saying I've seen it before. It's
Okay.
cool. It's great, but I do expect people to get stuck in rocks with the way they've done it. So
Okay, Mr. Identify as a gladiator. Whoa.
okay. See, now you just attacking me personally, and I do not appreciate that. Okay. I try really hard in arenas, and I never hit above 1.5. So leave me the fuck alone, okay?
Sounds like a bit of a skill issue.
Just slightly, just slightly. But yeah, I've totally forgot what I was fucking talking about. Great one. Thanks, Funky.
No problem, no problem. I
What is
mean,
it?
corruption. I guess we said majority that there is to say about corruption. Like, I'm not sure. Do you guys have some more questions or things that you picked up on while reading the
How do
wiki?
you is so like let's say I am corrupt. No, red. Let's say I'm red. Is there a specific way to then not become red?
Yes.
Through doing quests and you get a small amount when generating experience, be that through farming, killing animals, and shit like that.
Yeah. And if you die, I think you lose quite a bit.
Yeah, you do lose a decent amount if you die as well.
So yeah, there are ways of getting rid of it, but they're not made to be quite convenient. Like you have to just farm mobs. Like it's very fun. It's like further punishing the player for attempting to grief, I guess is the intention.
Divine node has you covered though,
Yeah, true.
because if you're doing quests in a divine node, you get more corruption removal.
I mean, wouldn't you just go to a neighboring divine node and repent?
You can't. No,
No, what? You have to be a citizen.
you won't be able to enter a node that you aren't a part of if you are corrupted as much as I.
No. Like, what? You can enter the node, but that's not the city, right?
Yeah.
So do
But
you get?
where else are you going to find the quest?
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter about quests. You said any activity, right? So XP wise, like if I kill things within the divine node, my corruption will go down faster, right?
No, I think it's for divine node quests specifically. And
Oh,
I think again, do not quote me on this. I'm not 100%
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that is the case because it was just because you said any kind of experience gathering activity would
Well-
lower it, but I don't know if there'll be more within the divine node because it's a divine node.
Mhm.
This is just me, just fucking theory crafting at this point, to be honest. That
Yeah,
would
yeah.
work, better, like having an actual way, quote unquote, a meta, let's so to speak, on reducing your corruption. You go to this particular place and kill things and hope that Jesus fucking forgives you. And yeah,
I mean, there'll probably be a developed meta by the time we start playing the game. Like,
yeah, most likely within the week or so of people actually touching it and getting their fingers dirty. Have they said about They haven't given a release date, but they said Q4 for the alpha team, right?
Q3, I think.
Oh, really?
Q3.
They're hopeful. I see.
Was
Cool.
it Q3?
Yeah. I literally just looked at the wiki before because I had to remind myself it's Q3 2024
Okay,
Yeah, it is.
for Alpha 2.
that's not bad. That's coming very fucking soon. So all these systems that we just discussed will actually be in place.
Yeah,
We
they're
can
all
actually see it.
everything's pretty much in Alpha 2. Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh,
We're
shed some
finally.
light on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like we've been talking shit about Ashes for 3 years. Like, hey, what about this, that, the other, and fucking now we can finally see like in practice exactly how these systems are gonna run and if they're gonna need like tuning, like well, they're gonna need tuning. But
I mean,
it's
Alpha 2 is there for tuning and testing,
exactly
so
exactly.
yeah.
So we'll see where they go with it. Here's
Definitely.
a question for the corruption system. You probably don't know this, Funky. Exactly. The when it comes to like if you have a caravan, right, and
Okay.
you have it's escorted by greens, right?
Okay.
Will you not be able to attack a caravan technically if you're a combatant without because you can't AoE them? They can just run away, right? So they can just move the caravan very slowly, right?
I
Yeah, but if
think
they
that
run away, doesn't that give you the chance to capture the caravan?
Not sure.
you have to destroy it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to.
because
Yeah,
if they run off, if they're not defending it, then it's my fucking
Yeah.
caravan. Fuck off.
but there's always going to be
Exactly.
someone riding it, right? Unless you kill them, but then you become corrupted.
You
And
don't need to
then
kill a person riding the caravan in order to destroy a caravan.
no, but he can always be riding it. If that makes sense.
True, but it fucking moves at a snail's pace. Like,
True.
it won't be running off, that's for sure.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. If you're doing delivery as a non-combatant, then it probably
The thing that I'm not sure about is
not the
does
best.
the area around the caravan is it specified as a combat zone?
In the sense of
That's
if you're
in a
non-combatant, you
sense
won't
of
turn.
that. Yeah, in a sense of that corrupted, non-corrupted, non-combatant doesn't apply in a certain area,
Area
basically.
of proximity. That could be very interesting, actually. To be honest with
I'm
you.
not sure about that. I don't think they shed light on it during any of the caravan streams or any other streams, but yeah.
We'll see how it turns out. It's definitely an interesting one though to see how the corruption system itself will affect how people interact with each other and the opportunities they will take within the open world. Um, and if it's worth doing it based on the fact that you might get corrupted or whatever. But yeah, thought I'd ask about that. Don't think there's anything else to really wait. If you're a combatant, you can be in a city, right? And you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just go combatant and just have a great time fighting other purples, more or less.
I think that's the general consensus.
It is absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have nothing else to really ask. If everyone else is fresh out of things to discuss with the corruption system, we can actually wrap up. Any final thoughts?
I'm out of it. I have no questions.
No questions.
Black,
No questions.
maybe.
No, not really.
Fair. We have been here for an hour discussing one particular system, and we've discussed it in depth. There's a lot of juicy stuff I can get out of this episode. That's all I know. But yeah, we'll wrap it up here. If anyone is still here in the chat and hasn't muted us or ran away, thank you all for staying and listening for this long. And we stream every Wednesday at 8 p.m. CET. We're mainly focusing on the up and coming MMOs such as Ashes of Creation or Throne and Liberty. But depending on the current state of MMOs and new things coming out about various things, we can definitely diverge and talk about those as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, please follow. We have a YouTube and a Kick and it's just those two actually. We have a Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So follow us on all those platforms. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you all next Wednesday. Thank you for your time today, and I'll see you later.
Yeah.